Hey guys, I am back with another video. I'm sorry this video is going to be a little bit late. I've been really busy with work and stuff, so it's going up on Thursday instead of Tuesday, but there will be a video on Tuesday. It's going to be a pickup video because I'm actually a little bit behind on pickups. So I hope everyone's having a fantastic week since it is now Thursday. But yes, I want to talk about something that I've been meaning to discuss for a while, but it was never really the right time to talk about it, and I just wanted to wait until I've decided to do it, and recently this topic has kind of come up more, and I decided that now was the perfect time to do a video, and it is talking about girl gamers or female gamers, which obviously I'm very pro female gamers as I am one myself, but I've seen a lot of criticism lately towards the female gaming community. I see a lot of girls get questioned on whether or not they're actually legitimate gamers, or you know, whether or not they are actually into this kind of stuff, and I see it frequently with myself, obviously. Whenever I go out to garage sales, usually when I ask for video games, people are very, like, shocked and surprised when I ask. They're kind of like, oh, like, they're for you? Like, you want to play them? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I really love video games. And they're like, oh, okay. I think people are just a little bit more taken aback by it than anything else. And it's kind of the same with Craigslist deals. You know, if I go on a Craigslist deal and I meet up with someone, they're like, oh, you're a girl, I wasn't expecting that. Or if I call them up and are talking to them, they'll be like, oh, you're a girl, I wasn't expecting a girl, I thought it would be a guy. And I'm just like, no, like, I'm not a guy. But yeah, it's definitely interesting, but I can understand where that stereotype comes from. I mean, you know, back a whiles ago, what a word, you know, gaming was more marketed towards, I guess, like, younger boys, so I can understand why some people would still have that mentality, but there's actually a lot of female gamers out there, especially on YouTube. I've met a lot of really cool ones, and it's always nice to meet other female gamers, because I don't really run across them that often in my day-to-day life, especially other female collectors. I meet a lot of female gamers, I guess, online, but not a whole lot of female collectors, so when I do, it's really awesome because I have something that I can totally relate to them on. And like I said, it's not something that happens very often. But another thing I wanted to talk about is how more attractive females get questioned very frequently on how legitimate they are. I'm not going to say her name, but there is a YouTuber on here who is very, you know, she's very pretty. And I constantly see her get questioned about whether or not she's a legitimate gamer, and you know, she is, and people just don't believe her because she is attractive, and I think that that's, you know, ridiculous. That's completely insane to judge someone based solely on their appearance. I mean, just because someone's attractive, what does that mean? Like, you know, they can't be into video games? Are you basically implying that everyone that's into video games must be really horrendously ugly? Because that's what I would assume from that comment. But I see it all the time. It's just, oh, you know, she can't be real. She has to be acting. Well, what are you implying? That, you know, only ugly people or only freaks play video games? Like, I find that to be very offensive, and I just think that that's ridiculous that people get judged like that. You know, you don't know her life. I mean, maybe, you know, I'm not saying her in particular, but other female gamers that I have seen get criticized for that. Yes, there probably are some that aren't legitimate and that do it just for, you know, acting purposes. I've seen, like, I know cosplayers, some of them are actresses and stuff like that, and obviously it's a job to them. They're not really into video games. So I can kind of understand, like, where that criticism would come from, even though I don't think that anyone deserves to be really, you know, criticized for just doing their job, but whatever. But I can understand that, but I don't understand judging someone who, you know, this is actually something that they like just based solely on their appearance. That to me is just kind of ridiculous. The stereotype of being a female gamer is kind of like this, I guess, like a sex symbol type thing, and I think that's why people have such a big problem with it. You know, there's a lot of so-called female gamers that post pictures of themselves, like, holding controllers, trying to look all sexy and awesome or whatever, and I can understand that stigma and people going, you know, crazy about it, but also I kind of think sometimes people blow it out of proportion. You know, yes, I'm sure there are some that are absolutely fake and acting and are just, you know, full of crap, but also there's probably some that are legitimate and that maybe just like taking selfies. I don't know. But one thing I do find interesting, and I kind of would like other female gamers to respond to this, what do your friends that aren't gamers think about you as a female gamer? I know my friends think it's absolutely hilarious. They have no problem with it whatsoever. They're like, oh, you collect video games, that's awesome. But they just think it's so funny. They're like, I would never picture you collecting video games. Or like, I guess they can and they can't. Like, I can be kind of tomboyish, but I can also be really girly. Like, I do like to dress up and look really pretty and wear nice dresses and stuff like that. So I think for them, like, not experienced with that kind of stuff, I think it's just kind of weird. Like, they're like, oh, okay, like, you like video games, whatever, and like, I'll talk about my games and stuff, and they just think it's really funny. But it's not like a negative funny. It's just, I guess you'd have to know my friends. But I would like to know what you guys as friends think about your video gaming or your collecting if you are a female gamer. So that is all I have to say about that topic. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about female gamers, ones that are fake or ones that are not fake, or just in general, or if you hate girls that game, let me know in the comments down below also, although I don't know why you'd be watching this video if you hate female gamers, but hey, I don't know. So there will be a new video up on Tuesday, and I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll talk to you later.